we are going to see how we can set up Node.js with TypeScript. In order to initialize a Node.js project, let me run a command npm init-y. With the help of -y, you will be having a default configured package file for the Node project. Let me create an index.js file, and inside that file, I'm writing a line of code like this. So there are commonly two types of module that are available for the JavaScript that are commonly known as CommonJS as well as the Module.js. The line of code written over there with having a require function basically belongs with the CommonJS, and it is an old practice nowadays. Most of the developer used the Module.js having the import function like this: import fs from fs, like this. Let me just run this index file and we will having an error. To load an ES module, set type is going to be module in the package file. So that means the default configuration of Node.js follows the CommonJS. So in order to maintain the module.js, we have to explicitly define the type to be module. And as soon as we have done it, and let me just again run this command, and yep, it is working pretty much fine. So that is the setup for the JavaScript, but that is not what we want. We are here to set up our Node.js with TypeScript. So let me just install the TypeScript, and we will be doing this as a dev dependency. And why dev dependency? I'll let you know in some time. So we will be having a TypeScript that is installed over there, and let me just organize my code over there, having a source directory, and inside this source we will be having our index file, and of course it is not going to be a JavaScript file, this is going to be a TypeScript file. And as soon as I have saved that file to be a TypeScript file, I am having an error. And what is this error? And this child cannot find module fs or its corresponding type declaration. And we know that with the Node.js, we will be having the module fs, but not the types of those modules. So for that, what we can do, we will install the type of all the modules in the node. So let me just run this command, and hopefully we will be not seeing that error again. So let me just clear the terminal, and we will be seeing that the error is gone. So now we will be having the TypeScript file, right? We have installed our TypeScript, we have installed the types, but let me share you one insight. Node.js will only be support the JavaScript. What does that mean? That means whatever the codes written on the other languages like TypeScript will not be able to interpret by the Node.js. So for that, we need some kind of a way where we can compile our TypeScript file to the JavaScript file, since Node.js will only be support JavaScript. So for that, we will be using the TypeScript compiler, and this is the reason I have installed the TypeScript as a dev dependency. Before moving forward, let us create the configuration file for our compiler, that is the TypeScript compiler. So let me just create the ts.config.json file, and inside this file we will having some compiler options. Of course, we are not using the CommonJS. Let me introduce a term called node next. Node next is a setting module in TypeScript. That means we can use both the CommonJS as well as the Module.js. So let me change the module resolution as well to the node next. Then we will be having the out directory. That means we will receive our all compiled JavaScript file inside the distribution folder. We will be having a root directory. That means inside the source directory, we will be having our all TypeScript file. So our compiler will go and see all the TypeScript file that are available inside the source folder, and will make compile to the JavaScript and will be provided to the distribution folder. And of course, we will be using the strictness of TypeScript. So let me just save it, and here we have the, of course, we doesn't have any much written over there. So let me just create a function, or let me just create a variable. Let us say it's the greeting variable having a type of string, and it is telling us good afternoon. And what I'll do, I'll just log this message. Let us say greeting. Here it is. So in order to, of course, run it, first we need to compile this TypeScript file, right? So in order to compile our TypeScript files, so I'm just adding a build script, and what this build script will have, it will have a command called tsc, and this TypeScript compiler command will take care all the TypeScript file inside our source folder and make them compile to the JavaScript and made available to us, right? So let me just save it and run a build command. So as soon as this build completes, we will be having a distribution folder. So how are we going to run it? Of course, we need to add the start script as well. So let me start a script over there, and what we are doing, we have to run the index file that are situated inside the distribution directory. And let me just run this file. Yes, you are seeing the output. That means the code is working. And of course, this is the setup for the Node.js with TypeScript. Let me ask you one thing. Are you going to compile your TypeScript file to the JavaScript again and again for the development purpose? Of course not. There is a package called tsnode, with the help of which you can run your TypeScript file. But of course, it is recommended to use this package only on your development point of view. So let me just do that with npm I. Of course, we will be adding this package as the dev dependency, and the ts node. So as soon as it is done, yeah, you can see this package over there. This is the development command, and let me just run this. You can see that we are having our code that is working. So you can use this npm package on the development point of view, right? We are not going to use this inside our production. So this is all what I have for today. I suppose you have cleared your all the doubts. Let's meet in the next video.